Well, if you're anything like me, by the time I got to 40, I was full of self-doubt. I was full of regret. I was stuck in a place where I thought I could really never get out of. But when I was really tired of actually being sick and tired, I started to make some real drastic changes in my life. I know what it's like not feeling good about yourself and just doubting yourself and being in a state of constant fear and a constant lack and just not really knowing really and truly what to do in your life. I've been there, I've done that. Fast forward to now 47 years old, and my life is a totally different spectrum to what it was when I entered my 40s. And one of the big parts of doing that, as well as doing all the strategies and techniques that I actually share with you in my blogs or on my website, was building my self-confidence, building that confidence to actually make those changes and believe that it is possible, is what I'll be talking to you about today, and sharing my journey from how I went from being a really miserable 41-year-old to a 47-year-old that is now living a life that I've never even dreamed I could actually attain and enjoy and love and look forward to getting up every morning. So stick to the video, subscribe to my channel, and let's get into the things that I did to build my self-confidence after turning 40, to actually start believing in myself and start seeing that I have the power to do all the things that I actually want to do. When I decided that enough was enough and the shit had hit the fan and I was 30 pounds heavier than I was, I just did not like how I felt. I did not like how I felt inside my body. I didn't like how I looked in clothes. I didn't really take much pictures. The first thing I needed to do was to actually address my health and well-being. Not only my physical health and well-being, but my emotional health and my spiritual health, and just health and well-being in general. Taking care of your well-being as the first step towards your confidence is so significant, because it's an actual thing that only you can control. Nobody in your cycle or circle, family, friends or whatever, can actually control the things that you are doing for your own physical health. Especially if you're over 40 and you start to get the midlife, the midlife stretch or the midlife bulge. Obviously menopause are coming around the corner. Your body just starts changing, starts doing things that you just ain't really wanting it to do. Hair growing from different, hair changing color, the list goes on. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. But the point is, taking care of your health and taking a really 360 look about how you are feeling as a whole and doing something about it is the key. Once I decided, right, I am no longer going to be walking around in this big body that feels bloated and inflamed and sore. My knees, because I'm only 5'1", but the size I was carrying, my body could not take that amount of fat that I was carrying. My knees swelled up, my feet ached, and I just was miserable, and actually miserable of feeling miserable. So what did I do? Well, you might not have checked out my 4-minute videos and how to lose weight in 4 minutes, but I just started a 4-minute hit. I just literally said, if I ever can't find 4 minutes in my day to actually move my body and do something, whether it works or not, the fact is you're building the habit of movement. From that, I went on to yoga. From that, I went on to lifting weights. And now actually working out is part of my identity. I've literally changed my identity from being someone who would never work out, someone who would never move their body, who wouldn't even think about what they're putting in their body, because I'm just eating for comfort because I feel like shit, and I'm going to eat something that's going to, at the time, make me feel like shit. Make me feel better. I didn't think about what the food I was eating was doing in the long run. It was just emotional eating. Once you address and start to actually take time and do the smallest things that you could do to change your physical health, the confidence in yourself grows. Why does that confidence grow? It's because you're starting to keep promises to yourself. It's okay to say to someone, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that for them. But when you say I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that for yourself, and you don't do it, you haven't even got the confidence in yourself that you can keep the promises to yourself. Start making little tiny changes in terms of how you are sleeping, how you are moving, and what you are eating. and you'll see a big difference in terms of your confidence as your body changes, your mind changes, your energy changes, and you start to feel more capable. It's a practice all the time, and it's a habit. I'm still working in the habit, even though I've lost the weight and kept it off. I am still working on making my habits even more permanent. So just take small steps. Don't overwhelm yourself. Choose one thing and just focus on that one thing. So health and well-being is one of the first steps, I would say, in order for you to start building your confidence as you go. The next point I want to share to you about how I created my own confidence over the age of 40, how I built my confidence back up over the age of 40, is to make sure that I am much kinder and nicer to myself, and also to surround myself with positive people. So obviously we all know the conversations that we have in our heads about ourselves. Would you even dare speak those things to other people that you speak about yourselves? Would you even share some of the things that you say to yourself to other people that you think about yourself? No, because sometimes we are our worst own critic. We need to learn to be nicer to ourselves, to be kinder to ourselves. Beating ourselves up is not going to work anymore. Ladies, you need to stop beating yourselves up and look at the bigger picture. Wherever and whatever happened in your past that led you to this place right now, right here, listening to this video, this is where you need to be right now. We can't change the past. We can't even change yesterday, never mind how far back in the past we're going. However, what we can do is take action to change today. And one of the first things to do is to start being kinder to yourself. You've survived. Whatever it was, you survived it. You're here, and you're here for a purpose. Your purpose is not to keep reliving it, or not to keep creating situations where you find yourself in the same situation again. Your purpose is to find your way out. You don't have to stay where you are. So be kind to yourself. The fact that you are now here and you're ready to make a change. And also, the people around you are important too. Now, I am quite lucky where I've got quite positive people around me. However, when I first started my actual own brazen journey, a lot of the things that I was consuming was not positive, consuming on social media. So that all of those kind of things that I was looking at on social media, I was starting to feel inadequate about myself. I was starting to feel like it just making me feel bad. And we've all been there scrolling and think, oh my God, she looks amazing. Oh my God, what a wonderful holiday. Oh my God, their house is great. Oh my God, I love that car. That is not being kind to yourself. What you need to do is get rid of anything in your feed, any person you're following that you know is triggering you to feel bad about yourself, and input and follow people that are making you feel good about yourself. If you can't change the people that are around you, I know all families and situations are different. You might be living in a place or a time or a situation where the people around you are negative. All you can do is bring your own sunshine to yourself, because you can't change other people. The only thing you can do is change how you react to them. So focus on being kinder to yourself. And if you can't physically surround yourself with positive people, actually in your actual social feeds and in your interactions at work, and just think about how you are showing up. Think about how you are, the energy you are giving off. That will make a change in terms of the energy that you're going to be receiving as well. So be kind to yourself and seek out positive energy from other people, whether it be digitally or in your surroundings. Be kind to yourself, ladies. Be kind to yourself. That is one thing. Be kind to yourself. Hi there, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're a new subscriber or just happen to just land on the channel for, let me give this chick a try. My name is Chantel. I'm the founder of I Am Brazen Spirit, where I share strategies and techniques that help women get out of their funk, that help women actually make change, long-lasting change in their lives, taking you from where you are to where you want to be. If you haven't even started in your brazen journey yet, in your quest for change, click the description below and just click on one of the links that is best describe where you are in your journey, and there'll be a free download for you to grab when you do that. So, on with the video. Question: do you actually have any goals? Because I know what it's like. Again, when I got to my 40s, I didn't have real much goals. At the end of the day, I was living on autopilot. I had nothing I wanted to accomplish. I got to the age of 40 and thought, this is where I am. Guess this is where I'm going to stay. However, once you set some big but realistic goals for yourself, actually working and finding a way to work towards those goals can actually shift your mindset to be actually more proactive to working towards them. And it don't even matter what your goals are. When I first started my actual journey of change, my first Believe It section of my Brazen Journey, don't forget to get your Believe It worksheet down below. My goal was not to be here sitting down in front of you doing what I'm doing right now. My actual goal was to just feel better within myself, to actually start liking myself again. Because I had started to create a really bad relationship in my mind about how I felt. Even though to the rest of the world, they would never have known how I felt about myself. I knew deep inside that I wasn't feeling 100%. So once I started to set a goal of actually feeling good inside my body, and then as I started creating the habits and doing all the things that would actually make my body feel good, choosing the right things to make my body feel good, I started to think to myself, okay, what else could I do? And then I thought to myself, you know what? One of the things that gets my mind and had me in a funk and had me feeling stressed and depressed was my money. Or shall I say, the lack of money. So what did I start to do? Started to plan to start to get this debt free. My goal then was to start a debt-free journey. And over the next 3 years, after doing that goal, I cleared over 20 grand of my debt. And if you know the weight that had been lifted from my mindset, from my energy after clearing out that money, that goal then spurred me to think, oh, okay, so I can get myself feeling better within my body. I can clear my debt to clear my mind. What else could I do? And then obviously I started thinking, maybe I should start sharing this information with everybody. And here we are now. So you really need to set some realistic goals, to something that you can focus and work on, and just start chipping away. If you don't actually have anything to focus on or anything to work towards, what is the point in life? We are human beings, and progress is one of the things that is just innate to human psychology. Being stagnant and not growing is really quite detrimental to our own mental health. No one wants to look around and think, oh my gosh, I'm still in the same place I was 3 years ago or 5 years ago. Set realistic goals and then start working towards them. And just check out on my blog, I've got so many things about goal setting and how I set my goals and how I actually work towards my goals. I think I did a video earlier this year actually about my step process of actually how I go about achieving those goals and how I start to put those actual routines and those habits and those checkpoints throughout my weekly and monthly routine, in terms of making sure that I am taking the steps, even the tiniest steps, to work towards those goals. So another step to increase your confidence would be to set realistic goals and just start working towards them. When was the last time you actually celebrated a success? When was the last time you thought and looked back and thought, wow, I accomplished that, or I helped with that, or I feel good that this is happening right now? We get so caught up in our daily lives and caught up in our, caught up in our daily lives, or caught up in just running that treadmill, that sometimes we don't take the time and sit back and think, well done to me, I made it through that, or well done to me, I helped someone with that, or well done to me, I'm feeling good about what I have accomplished. When was the last time you celebrated your success? Let's take a moment and have a think and a pause. And I don't even think it needs to be something big or exciting that you want to, one of those things that you want to put on your social media feed. I'm not even talking about big, massive things that you have accomplished. I'm just talking about, when was the last time you actually went to bed when you said you was going to go to bed and woke up on time and worked out? That is a success. Bravo. Give yourself a round of applause. When was the last time you said to yourself, you know what? I am going to go and read the book instead of scrolling through social media. I'm only going to read 5 pages, and you end up reading the chapter. That's success. Those little increments of success and doing the things that you promised yourself to do, those are the things you need to start celebrating. Stop looking for the big ticket items. Stop looking for the things to show on social media. Actually, just do the things that come naturally to you, that you have control of, and that you are able to say, wow, you know what? I did myself proud today because I did what I said I was going to do. Give yourself a round of applause. Come on, ladies. Have a 10-second think. Let's pause. Think about the most recent thing you can think of that counts as a success. Give yourself a round of applause. You did that. It might not be, or you might not deem it as social media ready or social media something you want to share with somebody. Share it with yourself and give yourself a round of applause for getting it done. Celebrate your successes along the way, small and big. Do not let them pass by. If you've got a journal, start writing them in a journal. Start recording what you are doing in your day-to-day life, all the small little things that are bringing you success or bringing you progress or making you move forward, making you feel better about yourself. Because once you look back at a week and look at those, your confidence will start to grow. You'll start to think, wow, actually, I have done quite a bit for myself. I am taking care of myself. I am looking after myself. I am checking in and doing the things that I know will make my confidence grow and make me feel better again about myself. Celebrate your success, ladies. I'm rooting for you. Let me know in the comments below which of those tips that I just shared with you is going to be the first one you try today. Building your self-confidence in either of those tips, whether it be health and well-being, setting yourself realistic goals, surrounding yourself with positive people, being nice to yourself, setting intentions. Just use some of those skills to start, and just start small. One thing about I Am Brazen Spirit is all about keeping it simple. I want you to be able to leave these videos or watch these videos and leave thinking, okay, do you know what? I'm just going to do one thing. One thing that Chantal has just mentioned, I'm going to start to do that. And just keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate anything. Change can be hard, but change is even harder when you start to feel overwhelmed. I'm not here to overwhelm you. I want you to take it slow, keep it simple, and make it fun, because that is the only way you'll be consistent. And you know what? I believe that you can do it. I believe that we can all do it. And I am testimony to actually going from where I was to where I am now. So if I can do it with the shit thoughts and the shit life and all the things that I was thinking about in my mind about my life at the moment, to where I am here speaking and beaming and just oozing my energy towards you to say, let's work together and make a change and boost that confidence, ladies. I believe in you, and you've got it. You have got it, and I have got you. Let me know if you enjoyed the video, and I shall see you on the other side. Have a brazen day, ladies. Believe it, plan it, and live it, and ignite your brazen spirit.